As the Warriors gear up for another season, a storm may be brewing off the court that could alter our championship aspirations. A tantalizing offer from a rival could pry away a key contributor, leaving fans to wonder, can the front office navigate the complexities of the salary cap to secure his future in a Warriors jersey? This situation is a nail-biter, and your insights matter now more than ever. To stay informed and join the conversation, subscribe and smash that like button. Jonathan Kuminga, the rising star of the Golden State Warriors, may be nearing the end of his time with the team. Reports from Bleacher Report's salary cap expert indicate that Kuminga could be lured away by a substantial 4-year, $105.5 million offer from the Brooklyn Nets. As a restricted free agent after this season, the Warriors have the right to match any offer, but financial constraints might limit their ability to retain him. The Warriors and Kuminga have been far apart in extension talks, with his camp hoping for a $35 million annual average salary, while the team is only willing to go up to $30 million. With a roster that includes hefty contracts for Stephen Curry, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond Green, the Warriors find themselves in a bind. They currently have around $166 million tied up in guaranteed salaries for just 7 players, leaving them with limited flexibility under the NBA salary cap. The upcoming salary cap for the next season is projected at $154.6 million, with the Ocho luxury tax threshold set at $187.9 million. The Warriors would have approximately $29 million in cap space under the first apron and $37 million under the second apron, but this is not enough to comfortably accommodate Kuminga's aspirations. Without significant roster gymnastics, the team could theoretically pay him the $30 million he seeks, but would likely need to fill the remaining roster spots with minimum salary players. One potential avenue for the Warriors could be flipping Buddy Hield's $9.2 million salary into 2 serviceable players. But that still leaves the question of whether Kuminga wants to stay in a role that may see him coming off the bench. With Jimmy Butler now on the roster, it complicates things further for head coach Steve Kerr, as spacing issues arise when trying to utilize both players effectively. Kerr himself has acknowledged the challenges, stating that integrating Butler and Kuminga requires proper spacing and movement. They have shared the court for just 76 minutes since Kuminga returned from a significant ankle injury, and in that limited time, the team has struggled, sporting a -18.1 net rating when both are on the floor together. As a Warriors fan, I can't help but feel torn about this situation. On one hand, I understand the financial realities of the NBA and the need for the team to manage its cap space wisely. On the other hand, Kuminga is a talent that could flourish with the right opportunity, and the Nets could offer him that. They have the cap room, the playing time, and a starting role that would be hard for a young player like him to turn down. The emotional stakes are high here. Losing a young player who has shown flashes of brilliance would undoubtedly sting, and it raises questions about the future of the franchise. Are the Warriors willing to risk losing Kuminga when they are already facing tough competition in the Western Conference? And what does that say about their commitment to developing young talent? Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. I want to see the team succeed, but I also want to see our young stars thrive. How do we balance the immediate needs of the team with the long-term potential of players like Kuminga? And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Are you optimistic about the Warriors' chances of keeping Kuminga? Or do you think it's time to embrace a new chapter? The Golden State Warriors are at a pivotal moment in their journey, especially when it comes to Jonathan Kuminga and his future with the team as he enters restricted free agency. This offseason is critical, not just for Kuminga, but for the organization as a whole. After failing to reach an extension agreement before the season, the Warriors now find themselves contemplating what to do with this promising young talent. There's a sense of confidence in the Warriors' camp, and it's clear they feel they hold the leverage in these upcoming negotiations. According to reports, the free agent market is set to be weaker than in previous years, which could benefit Golden State as they look to sign Kuminga to a more manageable contract. The organization seems optimistic that they can secure him without having to break the bank on a deal that exceeds $30 million annually. But let's face it, how much is too much for a player still developing his game? Kuminga's camp was eyeing a $35 million annual average, while the Warriors were only willing to go to $30 million. This raises a crucial question. Can Kuminga afford to wait another year or two for his chance at stardom? Or will he seek that Opportunity elsewhere? The Brooklyn Nets loom as a significant threat, with the cap space to make a lucrative offer that could pry him away from the Bay. A potential 4-year, $105.5 million offer sheet could be on the table, which might be more than what the Warriors are willing to match. With the Nets offering not just money but also the promise of playing time and a starting role, it's a tempting prospect for any young player looking to make a name for himself. But here's the kicker for the Warriors. They have the right to match any offer Kuminga receives. If he decides he wants to leave, a sign and trade could be executed, allowing Golden State to gain something in return for their investment. It's a strategic game of chess, and the Warriors have a few pieces to play. Now, let's talk about the addition of Jimmy Butler. Bringing in a 6-time All-Star not only adds star power, but also provides a mentor for Kuminga. Butler's experience and leadership could be invaluable for a young player still learning the ropes. However, it complicates things for Kuminga, as coach Steve Kerr currently envisions a 6th-man role for him. This raises questions about spacing and how the team can effectively utilize both Butler and Kuminga on the court. Kerr has acknowledged the challenges of integrating Butler into the lineup, stating that it requires the right combinations and the right spacing. This leads me to reflect on whether the current setup is truly in the best interest of Kuminga's development. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, having Butler as a mentor could significantly accelerate Kuminga's growth. On the other hand, will he get the minutes and opportunities he needs to flourish? The Warriors are committed to a 2-year window with their veteran core, and they need to make the most of it. But where does that leave Kuminga? As passionate fans of the Warriors, we need to consider how these decisions impact our team's future and our dreams of another championship. Will the Warriors be able to retain Kuminga, or will they lose him to a team willing to offer him the playing time and financial security he desires? It's a delicate balance between nurturing our young talent and competing for titles now. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Are you confident that the Warriors can keep Kuminga, or do you think he might be lured away by a bigger opportunity? The stakes are high, and the offseason will be critical. As we navigate through these uncertainties, I encourage you to engage with this discussion. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all things Golden State Warriors. And make sure to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. Let's keep the conversation going and support our team through this pivotal moment in their journey.